We know breath work is our most powerful medicine. Breathwork is the science and art of breath awareness and breath modulation. And it's directed towards releasing the deregulated patterns of physical, emotional, and mental functioning and bringing greater harmony to our network of life systems from the neurological to the spiritual, literally to facilitate health and well-being on all levels of human existence. Improper breathing weakens and disharmonizes almost every major system in our body and makes us more susceptible to chronic and acute diseases of all kinds. Infections, constipation, respiratory illness, digestive problems, ulcers, depression, sexual disorders, sleep disorders, fatigue, headaches, poor blood circulation, and premature aging. In fact, many researchers believe that bad breathing contributes to cancer and heart disease. Now, fortunately, we know that proper breathing can keep the systems of the body functioning in harmony, signal us about imbalances in our energy, and help us correct them. I like to think of it as a 24/7 biofeedback mechanism that we have built in. It helps us perfect the right breath for the right moment and is our companion on route to all of our health and happiness. Because in all cultures throughout history, breathing has been regarded as the most vital of human body functionings. Contemporary medicine, however, has a very limited perspective as to the body function of breath. Up until recently, breathing just provides the body with a vital supply of oxygen, and that's basically all it does. As such, in Western medical research, up until now, breathing has received attention only when normal functioning is disturbed in some way. Fortunately, we are learning more about the effects of poor breathing, and increasing numbers of illnesses have been identified and rightly linked to poor breathing. So, as we know, the best internal defense versus infectious diseases, such as the coronavirus, is a healthy immune system and a well-functioning respiratory system. Properly taught, breathwork keeps all the body systems regulated. We breathe about 7 million breaths a year, and the long-term effects of poor breathing are cumulative. They reduce not only the quality of vitality in our daily experience, but can also lead to a weakening of the entire body and serious health issues. Now, since there are few activities in which we engage in more than taking an inhale and an exhale, any dysfunction in the process gets multiplied exponentially over the years. Conversely, healthy breathing has a nurturing and energizing effect on every physical organ and body system. Now, we can take health for granted until we encounter serious problems, as we do now. This is why becoming conscious of our deregulated breathing is vital to our immunity to contagious diseases. More so, breath work helps unravel past traumas and chronic holding patterns that unconsciously set up the human nervous system to be vulnerable. Proper conscious breathing begins on the first session of breathwork. Breathworkers are trained to teach healthy breathing to clients rather than make them dependent on a practitioner or external medication. That's why it's critical with widespread contagion. We know coronavirus attacks the lungs and covers it with a thick mucus coating that eventually restricts one's ability to breathe. Doing breath work, we can add a visualization of the virus being eliminated by conscious breathing before or even after an infection. After infection, slower than normal breathing, such as coherent breathing, may be more indicated than faster than normal breathing techniques. But as always, the guidance of spirit and the client's body take precedence over any set formula for breathing. It's now being shown that clients can be coached through a breathing session via video conferencing. I've done this successfully for several years. The International Breathwork Foundation has issued guidelines for virtual breathwork, and the Global Professional Breathwork Alliance is also formulating such guidelines. Both organizations are advising against public group breathwork at this time of high contagion. It's imperative also that breathworkers take care of themselves and not put themselves at risk with in-person one-to-one sessions whenever there's any doubt about safety. It's also critical that breathworkers adapt to the current conditions to get their critical knowledge and expertise to the public in safe and accessible means, such as video conferencing, webinars, audio blogs, as well as the written word. There was never a time more needed for the healing and revitalizing breath. So for more information on breath workers in your part of the world, contact the International Breathwork Foundation. That's ibfbreathwork.org. And for information on the ethics and training standards of professional breath workers, see the Global Professional Breathwork Alliance website, breathworkalliance.com, of which Jessica Dibb and I are co-directors.